Good raiders make me so horny.
Hello, guys, and welcome back to another Myth Inc. raid commentary. This time, Professor Putricide Heroic 10-man. As you can see, we have our same old tanks, Exile and Sam Adams. We have 2 melee, Dark XL and Rock Lotus, excuse me. And we have, we 3 heal this, and we have, 3 range DPS. Now, most guilds do 2 heal it, however, since we only have 2 melee and it's very difficult to soak in that green explosion, we do 3 heal it because, you know what, we're just not that good. Anyways, you see the green ooze coming down, and you see everybody zerging it, and yes, we are trying to zerg it. And it goes over to our hunter, Hanasaku, who expertly feigned death at the last second, boom, giving us plenty of time and no explosion. So yes, this is heroic. Again, the difference between normal and heroic is that in heroic there is no tear gas, so nobody gets stunned, but he spawns 2 oozes at the exact same time. Now we found the trick is if you can, you need to burn down the first ooze and push it and have him go into phase 2 before he spawns the second orange ooze. This helps a lot with timing wise. Why? Because you have Unbound Plague. And before I go into that, let me explain here. Here we go, we're burning down the green ooze as fast as possible, and boom, there's an explosion. We did have lots of people try to go into the melee to soak up that explosion and share that damage. There's the orange ooze right now at the same time, and then another explosion. Ooh, that almost killed us. But boom. If your group has no problem killing the oozes, then you will have no problem with this. Now, I do have to say, we slow the orange, and we do not slow the green during that transition phase. It only happens twice throughout the whole fight. So, if you can kill that green ooze fast enough, you're golden. And then we're back to DPS loss. And going back again, the Unbound Plague. What Putricide does is he targets one person and he puts the plague on you. And it lasts for 60 seconds. But the trick of it is you have to pass it to somebody else after 10 seconds. The longer it ticks, the stronger it gets. And after about 10-12 seconds, it's pretty much going to one-shot you. So very, very dangerous. You have to pass it off every 10 seconds to another person, then you pass it on to another person, and so on and so forth. But the final trick to the Unbound Plague is when you pass it off to a person, you get debuffed, and the debuff, I believe, is 300% extra damage from Plague, and it lasts for a minute. So you cannot pass it back and forth between the same people, you have to pass it back and forth down the line. So you pass it on to, so for example, Boda passes on to Narcisus passes on to Hanasaku passes on to Nirok, and then Nirok passes on to Gothrain, and then then the plague will disappear, because 60 seconds have passed, that's 5 people, 10 seconds each. And then when the next plague comes out, those people with the debuff will that debuff will be gone, and you just repeat the steps over and over and over. Communication is very important, and you must be very sure that the people who have the plague has to announce it and has somebody else to take it off them. All you have to do is run in melee range and the plague passes on. So other than that, that's the only 2 major things. One, during transition phases, both ooze spawn, which is not too bad if you have good tab target DPS. And the second thing is the Unbound Plague, which if you are melee, you're pretty much almost never going to need to get it. So hey, I'm melee, so that's nice for me. Sucks for the healers in range. But other than that, that's pretty much the entire fight. She does hit harder. There's still malleable goo. You have to watch out for the malleable goo. But you really want to make sure that on these green oozes that people run in, especially if you have casters or even healers, you run in and share that damage. I cannot tell you how many times we wiped with this group makeup just because 1 tank and 2 melee does not cut sharing the damage. You need at least 4 to 5 minimum to have a really nice time of it, and I will tell you, it is just much easier. This is actually a fight I would actually hesitantly say that it tends to favor melee heavy groups because you get to burn down the ooze quicker, and hey, you get to just share all that damage. But again, you also need enough, at least 5 range for the Unbound Plague. So hey. Other than that, yeah, this is phase 2, standard, just swap back and forth, orange ooze, green ooze, back and forth. Make sure you never hit the gas potions right there, and then just DPS them down to 35%. And I believe we are coming up to the second transition phase, is coming up soon. And there we go, we're on the green ooze. I need to go nuts. Definitely you don't want like hunters in there because feign death is such a wonderful thing to do. And I believe I vanished that green ooze that first time, which gave us, yes, I did vanish it right off the bat. It was a lucky guess, and I did get out of that green ooze target, which is definitely, you can vanish, and you can, that green ooze definitely gives you a good time. You just have to guess. When the green ooze comes out, DPS, 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 and then when you think it's about to target someone, just pop that vanish, and it gives your raid that couple extra seconds of DPS time, which is very, very nice. So, oh, and it's gonna be a bad explosion. Oh no. Oh, that was Hanasaki. He feigned out good. I have the plague right now, which is bad, but I passed, Waterlord was nice enough to pass it off on me. Or actually, no, I passed it off onto Boda, so that was good for me. And then just, you know, burn the orange juice down. Healers are healing. Yeah, we did 3 healer. That 10% buff in Ice Crown is also nice. And then, yes, just burn down that Professor Putricide. And actually, when I think about it, this is actually not our first kill of this video. I have to admit, we did kill it, I believe, that first week of the 10% that came out. And I think we were the first 10 men to do so. So I do have to say I'm very proud of our range. Although we were a little melee heavy at that point. So we had like 2 rogues, Rep Pally, and our main tank sharing that explosion. So that made it so much easier. But other than that, yeah, phase 3, burn, same thing. There is still going to be plague. And it is very, very annoying, especially in this phase, since everybody has to dodge goo and just burn as much DPS as possible. If you just don't want to deal with the plague for the majority of this last phase, you can, if you have a shaman or a warlock or a druid, you can have somebody take the plague, die with it, and just battle res or onk as fast as you can, and then you won't have to deal with it for a good 30-40 seconds. So we did not do that. Actually, I believe we did not do that this phase. I know we did it on our first kill, but this one, I don't believe we did that. We might have. If you see, no, I don't believe we did now because we didn't. Oh, actually, we might. If you see our shaman die right now, then yes, we did do that. But no, looks like we didn't do that. Looks like everybody's been passing out the plague pretty nice, and boom, there you go. Putricide is dead, and yeah, very good. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I will be posting, I've been trying out Sony Vegas, but it's just, I mean, it's a wonderful program, and that's how I created a new graphic, but it just, I thought I had a good computer, but my computer overheats so hot with that program that I might just start doing commentaries just using this Windows Live Movie Maker now, and then just making like a music video or something with like anything cool, which I will do with Lich King. So anyways, enjoy and good luck in Ice Crown.